I don't know how I lucked into playing the Solely Lab M-Zone Studio games from this 12-in-1 pack in the exact right order, and somehow each one I play is better than the last. I'm now getting a little nervous. As my esteem for these developers grows with each new game, I worry that next I'm going to stumble into their first game and discover that it's a completely awful mess. Still, it hasn't happened yet, and we're 4 games in out of a possible 11? I've done no research as to who made the games in this pack, but I know they didn't make Haunted House Mysteries. Now, on to the hidden object criteria. Moderately? The developers have cut down quite a bit on the size and gravity cheating. There's still more clutter than one would expect in some of the locations they're depicting. Many of the screens are perfectly fine. Garages, barns, murder sites, all naturally messy places. It's only when players travel to the morgue or an asylum that things get a little unbelievable. Still, this is the fairest game I've yet seen from these developers, as almost none of the items are so tiny as to be functionally invisible. I know that sounds like I'm damning with faint praise, but that really was a big problem for a while there, and I'm happy to see them fixing it. Shockingly, yes! The developers have gone to great lengths to make almost every scene of item searching fully justified within the narrative. The player controls a police officer investigating a brutal murder who stumbles into a disturbing conspiracy, and the hidden object framework is legitimately well used in telling that story. In each new location, the player's searches are couched as the detective examining the scene to identify evidence or get a sense of a suspect's personality. Or in one case, to just gawk at frontier paraphernalia. There are plenty of hidden object scenes, and all of them are logically tied into what the characters are supposed to be doing. No filler here. While the hidden object scenes are completely relevant, the puzzles are a little more hit and miss. Some jigsaw puzzles work logically, as do some sliding block puzzles, but I still can't fathom what Match 3 games have to do with anything, especially figuring out the code lock for a door. As for the story, it's a rather convoluted mystery about betrayal, rape, wrongful conviction, and a whole lot of murder. Way darker than I'm used to, although that's not strictly accurate. I play plenty of hidden object games about murderous vampires and ghosts. It's the framing that makes this one stand out. All of the characters are played by photographs of actual people, and the police investigation is handled in a relatively straightforward and realistic fashion, driving home the reality of the crimes, in a way that the gothic cartoons I usually cover don't. Definitely a title intended for mature audiences. The part where you pay a visit to one victim's sex dungeon. There isn't one, so no. It's dark and it's unpleasant at times, but it's a pretty solid mystery, and the game plays the best that I've seen from M-Zone Studio / Solely Lab. There have been highs and lows to their games so far, but none of them have been worth dismissing outright. And as I continue to work my way through this collection, I hope that they continue improving. This is the first one of their games that I consider to be an overall good experience, so who knows what the next one will bring. Deadly Association is available as part of the Microids 12-in-1 Hidden Object Bundle. This review is based on a copy of the game bought with my own money. If you'd like to watch a playthrough of the game, just click on the rectangle that allows you to do that. You can find other Hidden Object game reviews elsewhere on this playlist. Au revoir.